Well, thanks to the help of AI, the Fab Four have been reunited for the final time as the Beatles' last single is released.
Yeah, I'm massively excited about this because Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr recorded the track after Yoko Ono called Macca and told him she'd found a demo of Lennon performing the new single Now and Then.
So with us now is James McMahon, music journalist.
Yeah, Jimbo, how you doing, mate? It's been ages. How you doing, mate? Listen, I'm really excited about this. The technology around it, extracting John's voice from that demo, the Free as a Bird demo, using the software from the Peter Jackson movie. This is a huge event, and that's because it probably will be the last ever Beatles track, won't it?
Yeah, I really think this will be it. I mean, I feel like this new technology means that classic artists will continue to exist long after they have disbanded or they've left this mortal coil. In this case, the Beatles have disbanded and two of them have left this mortal coil. But I think with the Beatles, there's been so much romance about this release. It doesn't feel like a cash grab. It feels like something momentous. And I think this will be it. I think there's been a lot of love and a lot of care that's gone into making this feel very special.
And, of course, those vocals extracted, fresh tracks laid down by Macca on the bass and Ringo on the drums, and I believe some guitars that George Harrison laid down before he departed. Mixed together, we have something fresh. A big question for you, James. Do we know if there's going to be a video for this? Because the Free as a Bird video, I think, is just majestic. The way they spliced in archive footage and put it all together. Can we expect to see AI even used in that? Any leaks on that front? 'Cause as you can tell, I'm quite excited.
Yeah, no, well, like I say, riffing on what I just said about the care and the attention that's gone into the release, it feels like the gang, everyone in the gang that can be here are all here. Sean Lennon, John's youngest son has got a part to play in the video. Wetter, Peter Jackson's lent all of his technical know-how. There's footage in there of Pete Best, some of the earliest Beatles footage anyone's ever seen. It's everyone who can be part of this. Everyone, down to Giles Martin, obviously his father, who produced the majority of the Beatles' music, can't be here, but even Giles Martin's involved. So it does really feel like a celebration of, and I don't think this is a controversial thing to say, the greatest band of all time.
James, just one question, not to put a downer on things. I know Martin and yourself are excited about this new record, but there are some people in the industry who aren't so pleased about the use of artificial intelligence in music. There are some problems, aren't there, down the road, perhaps?
I mean, there certainly is. There are, I'm a punk rock fan, so I do value authenticity and things that are rough and ready. That's kind of the music that matters the most to me. But, at the same time, I do worry about that kind of spirit of music making being lost with the introduction of this new technology. But I think in this instance, I mean, that's one for down the line, but in this instance, I think it's been done in the best possible way, just because you've got Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr as kind of custodians of the material. They've taken, Martin said before about some guitar from George, but because they originally intended to record this song for the Anthology project in 1995, it's not exploiting these musicians, which is my worry about AI. I feel like Paul and George have really, they know this is the proper goodbye. And I think that while ever you've got real musicians using AI, using this technology, we're going to be okay. It's when the musicians aren't involved, that's when I worry that it'll be more than just a tool.
And James, it's got to be said, technology aside, it's a cracking riff, isn't it? The piano riff from Lennon, his vocal melody, that kind of middle eight. It actually is a blooming good song as well, and it lands today at 2:00.
I think crucially that's what's important. I think that, I mean, you mentioned Free as a Bird before, but I remember being a Beatles obsessed teenager and thinking, this is the Beatles, but it's not the Beatles, where I feel like this has got a poignancy. I feel like this is a really good song. And there's also just all the romance of John writing the song in the Dakota in 1977. Like, I think this is good. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Beatles, I think they're going places.
Yeah, James McMahon, it's always a pleasure, mate. Long time no see. I'm massively excited about this. I think Beatles fans out there are too. I think it's going to be a massive bestseller. I just can't wait. An hour's time.
Itching to
Yeah,
hear
I
it.
am.